Good morning, folkers. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Now, Snapzilla Gorilla, aka The Definition, coming at y'all with another video for the day. This one is in regards to what's going on in Texas. Okay, so apparently the governor activated the National Guard in Texas, like in many other states, like in California here, New York, and Washington State. But they're leveling up on the tyranny right there in Dallas. Okay, never mind the Third Amendment, which says there shall be no quarter. Okay, for soldiers and whatnot. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But they're kind of pushing the envelope on that. Okay, we're talking about National Guardsmen. Let me help you guys understand something about National Guard. The National Guard is not a state militia. Okay, no matter what these anti-Second Amendment people tell you, the National Guard is not a state militia. Okay, it can be and has been taken control of by the federal government. It is a federal entity on loan to state governors who want to push their level of tyranny onto the people. And as long as they are in line with the central establishment, then they can use the National Guard for whatever they feel, as long as they don't use them against the federal government. The federal government has and can and will activate the National Guard and send them overseas to fight in wars. Okay? Ask Tulsi Gabbard in Hawaii. Anyway, so here's some news about what's going on in Texas. I'm going to play this for you, okay? This is from KXAN, from, I guess, a news station in Austin.
National Guard, the Texas National Guard, that they're heading out to neighborhoods in the Dallas area. You know, Dallas is also a stay-at-home city. That was the order that was issued. The Dallas County Judge, Clay Jenkins, says he's sending out the Texas National Guard on a...
Now, do y'all hear what just happened here? Did you hear who activated or who's sending the National Guard to people's homes? A judge. Now, can anybody point out to me what the problem is with that? Can anybody point it out? Anybody that knows anything about how the government's supposed to work, about checks and balances, the whole system they have that is a alleged checks and balance system. Can anybody tell me? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Write it in the comment section. Does anybody know the problem with that? Well, number one, the judge has no authority, or should have no authority, to send any National Guard out to anywhere. Okay? The judge is not part of the executive branch. The judge is part of the judicial branch. Okay? The judicial branch has nothing to do with sending out troops anywhere. Okay? That's up to the executive branch. The executive branch of this United States government is in charge of enforcing laws, activating and law enforcement and all that stuff. And as a matter of fact, you cannot do anything with the military unless you go through technically the legislative branch. Well, that's in regards to going to war. And don't mistake it. This is war. They are at war with the people. And them sending out the National Guard is just the tip of the spear. You know what I'm saying? Sending the National Guard to people's houses is the tip of the spear. Okay? So, a judge has no business telling anybody in the National Guard what to do, where to go. He's not part of the chain of command in the U.S. military. And don't mistake it. The National Guard is part of the U.S. military. As a matter of fact, the governor is part of the executive branch. If anybody should be sending the troops anywhere, it's the governor. Okay? The governor is responsible for controlling and doing what they want to do with the National Guard. Okay? I just wanted to point that out.
And so what that means is they're going door to door to see who may have come in contact with a coronavirus patient.
Now, that's a bunch of nonsense. What is a National Guardsman? What are they going to do about it? They're not doctors. They're not nurses. Now, there are medical services within the National Guard and the military. But what is it? You sending troops out, foot soldiers, right? I don't know what MOS what they're sending out. I don't know if they're sending infantry out. I don't know if they're sending corpsmen out. Corpsmen are basically the medical people, right? Field medics and whatnot. Are they sending field medics out? Who are they sending out to these houses to see if somebody came into contact? And what happens if someone says, yeah, we came into contact with somebody that has a coronavirus? Or to what extent are they going to these homes? What are they doing at these homes? Are they going to try to force themselves inside the house, which would violate the Third Amendment of the Constitution? Or are they just standing at the door asking questions? What are they doing? Why is the National Guard going out? To show and intimidate the people, to show them, look, this is what we can do in the event that we feel there's a national emergency or a statewide emergency. We can send troops out with weapons and body armor to your house whenever we feel like it. This is a move of intimidation, okay? Because people are starting to wake up. They're starting to realize that this is a bunch of nonsense. They're starting to realize that the levers of tyranny are being pulled constantly. And sending the National Guard out just shows us what they're willing to do, okay? All right, now let's keep going.
Stretch, this is Guard. The Guards will not be there for law enforcement reason. So really, guys, it's just a way for the National Guard.
Then why are they there? Why are they there? They say to relieve stress on the medical system so that the doctors and the nurses can stay at the hospitals and deal with patients. But they couldn't get like volunteers from the community to go door to door. Choose someone in your community. Hey, let's send Bob from down the street. Let's see, let's send him door to door and have him ask questions. Why they got to send the National Guard? Intimidation.
So that you don't have to go out to your doctor's office or overwhelm the hospital emergency rooms.
And Sally,
Is the troops, are the National Guardsmen, are they going to treat you if you do have an issue? What are they going to do for you if you do say, you know what, I have a heavy cough and I have come into contact with someone who may have been exposed to the virus? What are they going to do about it? Are they going to haul your ass off in a personnel vehicle? What are they going to do? In a deuce and a half? They're going to throw you in the back of a deuce and a half? What are they there for? National Guardsmen going door to door, asking questions. What does that look like to you? To me, it looks like the Gestapo going around asking for papers. But that's just me.
And it feels like we've been maybe 1 or 2 days behind Dallas when it's come to
Yes.
the bar bans, the restaurant bans, and then also the stay-at-home order. And so I wonder if we might eventually see that here in Austin as well.
So these newscasters, right? These anchors, these news people are calling for the same thing that happened in Austin, Texas. So it's not, see, you have people who don't have the sense to know when their rights are being trampled on, and they're calling for people to come take more of their rights away in the name of safety, under the color of law, in the name of public health, using a public health emergency to push people around and say, you got to close your business, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's nonsense. When are we going to realize what they're doing? I mean, this is, again, this right here is a test. This is all a test. Listen, now we've done this. We shut down the city. We've issued a stay-at-home order. We've closed down businesses. Let's see how far we can go. Let's send the troops door to door. See how people are going to react. It's a test. Because within the next couple of years, I feel like they're going to ramp up operations. Okay? Operation fucking control the people once for all, or whatever they got planned in terms of population control, enslavement, like full-on enslavement. That's what we're headed toward. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think that it's okay to send National Guardsmen to people's houses to ask them questions? Do you think that's all there is to it? Y'all let me know what in the comment section what you think. Put your thinking cap on and let me see how critically you guys can think. All right. If you miss it, if I missed an angle that you guys saw, let me know. Let me see. Let's see if is that it.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully not, but social distancing, that should help, Tom.
Exactly. We're all doing our part.
You see how she said hopefully not? Hopefully.
It's pretty serious when you know that.
Hopefully, she said hopefully not. You know, in regard when he said that maybe this will happen in Austin, she said hopefully not. So it looked like she ain't with it. So, you know, people, you know, hey, people are starting to see shit. You know, you got to give people time. You got to be patient. All right. So anyway, much love to you guys, and I'll holler at y'all later. Stay up.